The story begins with a young couple, Matt and Nadia, who have just moved into their new home. The house is located in a deserted, isolated area with no neighbors and no signs of life around. Tired of the constant noise and chaos of the city, the couple had long dreamed of a peaceful place like this. And since Matt got this beautiful property at a surprisingly cheap price, they couldn't resist it. But the moment they step inside, they realize the house is in terrible condition, dusty, broken, and clearly abandoned for many years. They begin cleaning, throwing out piles of useless junk. While cleaning the kitchen, Nadia finds a dead bird. She takes it outside to bury it, but just then, Matt calls her from an upstairs window. Nadia looks up, and when she looks back down, the bird has disappeared. Confused, she tries to make sense of it, but brushes it off. Meanwhile, Matt discovers something strange hidden behind a peeling wallpaper, a large door with a lock. He searches for the key and finds it in the junk he threw outside. When he unlocks the door, a pitch-dark room appears in front of them. The moment they step inside, the house lights begin to flicker uncontrollably. Feeling something is wrong, Matt decides they should call an electrician. Next day, an electrician arrives and checks the entire house. When he enters the basement, he freezes. The entire basement is filled with old electric wires, tangled everywhere, on the floor, walls, ceiling, leaving not a single empty corner. Shocked, he tells Matt he has never seen anything like this in his life. After fixing the flickering lights, he leaves, but not before asking Matt a chilling question. Why did you buy this house? The previous owner was murdered here, and no one has lived here since. The truth shakes Matt. He starts researching and finds a decades-old newspaper article about the Thompson family, who lived here long ago. The article reveals that their own son, John, murdered them, and during the investigation, John claimed, "The house made me do it." Exhausted from hours of research, Matt hides from Nadia and goes to the mysterious room in the basement. With just 2 sips left in his bottle, he wishes he had another drink. Suddenly, the lights flicker. Everything goes dark, and when the lights return, a fresh bottle of alcohol appears right in front of him. Real, cold, full. Matt realizes something unbelievable. The room grants wishes. The next morning, Nadia searches for Matt and finds the dark room filled with expensive paintings, luxury items, and piles of new things Matt had wished for. Matt excitedly explains that the room can give them anything they want: money, gold, diamonds, clothes, luxury drinks, anything physical. Nadia doesn't believe him at first, but when she wishes for $1,000, it appears instantly. Then she wishes for $1 million, and just like that, the room delivers. The couple becomes unbelievably rich overnight. They dance, party, drink, and live like billionaires. Whenever they wish for something, the lights flicker and their desires instantly appear. But the room cannot provide one thing: a child. And after 2 heartbreaking miscarriages, Nadia silently aches for a baby again. One day, Matt gifts her a baby cradle, hinting they should try again. Nadia is afraid, but later, driven by desperation, she enters the wish room and asks for a baby, and the room gives her one. When Matt sees the child, he becomes furious. They argue for hours. Nadia explains she didn't want to suffer through another miscarriage, but Matt refuses to accept the child until he holds the baby in his arms. He breaks. He can't wish the baby away. They decide to raise the child themselves. They name, but Shane is not a normal child. Emotionless, disconnected, cold. He eats ice instead of food. He never listens. His behavior is unnatural. Nadia still loves him deeply. Matt does not. Matt continues researching the room. He learns John, the man who killed his parents, is still alive, living in a mental asylum. Matt visits him. John immediately says, "I've been waiting for you." He warns Matt to leave the house as soon as possible. The room gives everything, but it takes everything too. Matt doesn't believe him, until on the way back, he discovers the money he took outside has turned into ash. Horrified, he conducts an experiment. Everything the room creates turns to dust the moment it leaves the house, including Shane. Matt doesn't tell Nadia, but tries to stop her from taking the child outside. She doesn't listen. The moment Shane steps out, he begins crying, his skin turning pale, aging rapidly. Matt rushes them both back inside, where the baby transforms into an 8-year-old boy within seconds. Matt finally tells Nadia the truth. Everything created by the room ages rapidly and dies outside the house. They decide to keep Shane locked inside forever. But Shane is smart and suspicious. One night, he follows the flickering lights. He finds the wish room. And then, everything changes.